If you're over 60, everything you eat, or choose not to eat, can directly impact your heart health. And what if I told you there are very common foods in your daily routine that instead of protecting your heart, are silently harming it? As a cardiologist, I've seen many patients come into my office feeling perfectly fine, until we discovered high blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, or signs of heart inflammation that no one saw coming. And in many of those cases, the problem wasn't a lack of exercise or bad genes, it was what they were eating. That's why, in this video, I want to warn you about 5 foods that are harmful to your heart and that you should avoid, especially after the age of 60. But don't worry, I'll also show you healthier alternatives so you can care for your heart with awareness and balance. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take a moment to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to receive health tips made especially for you. Let's start with the first one on the list, and it might be on your plate right now. 1. Processed meats, like sausages, ham, and salami. Studies published in the British Medical Journal and by the American Heart Association show that processed meats contain high levels of sodium and preservatives like nitrites, which increase the risk of high blood pressure and arterial inflammation. The problem is that these foods, besides being tasty, are very convenient. But for an aging heart, they're like a ticking time bomb, silent but dangerous. Swap them for shredded chicken, boiled eggs, or tuna in water, all great sources of protein that don't harm your cardiovascular system. 2. Ultra-processed foods and fast food. French fries, chicken nuggets, chips, and cream-filled cookies. These foods are packed with trans fats, sodium, and refined sugar. According to the World Health Organization, regular consumption of these items is directly linked to higher levels of bad cholesterol, LDL, high blood pressure, and increased risk of heart attacks. They not only put extra strain on the heart, but also trigger inflammation throughout the body. Replace them with natural snacks like whole grain bread, avocado, nuts, and dried fruits. Foods that nourish, satisfy, and protect your body. 3. Sodas and sugary drinks. Drinking a glass of soda with lunch may seem harmless, but this habit, when repeated daily, speeds up the accumulation of visceral fat and increases insulin resistance. A study from the Journal of the American College of Cardiology linked frequent consumption of these drinks to a higher risk of heart disease, even in people with normal weight. Opt for lemon water, unsweetened herbal teas, or coconut water, refreshing, hydrating, and heart-friendly. 4. Margarine and products with trans fats. For years, margarine was marketed as a healthy alternative to butter. But today we know, thanks to numerous studies, that the trans fats found in many margarines and processed foods are one of the main culprits behind clogged arteries and cardiovascular inflammation. Choose instead extra virgin olive oil in small amounts. Not only is it heart healthy, but it's also a natural anti-inflammatory. 5. White bread and refined flours. Starting your day with a white roll or plain crackers might seem harmless, but these foods have a high glycemic index, causing blood sugar to spike quickly, which puts extra strain on your heart and contributes to abdominal fat, a known risk factor for heart disease. Over time, daily consumption of these foods can negatively affect your blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and vascular health. Go for whole grain bread, oats, and sweet potatoes. They release energy more slowly and help keep your heart balanced. If you want to live longer and healthier, protecting your heart is essential, and it starts with your next meal. Avoid these 5 foods whenever possible and choose options that nourish rather than harm your body. If this content helped you, type "heart" in the comments and share it with someone who needs to hear this too. If you've made it this far, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Rate this video from 1 to 10 in the comments and let us know what you think of the content. Your feedback is essential for us to keep bringing you useful and relevant information. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.